So we have let's complete the last constraint. So we started with the DDL, starting from creating database, creating table, altering table, alter an existing table. Either we can add a column, we can rename a column, data type, or modify the size of the existing column, dropping a column. Drop command and truncate command will delete the table from a database. And if you want to know about the structure of table, make a note of it. I have created a table. After some time, I want to know the structure of table, how many columns, each column of which data type, and any constraints associated. So you can view description of table with the keyword describe or DESC followed with table name. Describe product. Which you have created. Use query every day. Don't forget, before any DML, DDL query, you need to use database. Select the database to work. In order to fetch the data, you can use select star from table, or you can retrieve only the particular column name. Instead of star, you can specify the column name. Select department number, comma, department name, department head from department table. Possible. Constraints are protocols or rules that I want to apply for a column, so that every time whenever I'm inserting the record, the data must maintain the accuracy and integrity of the data inside the table. So we can apply the constraint for a whole table or for a column level. There are different types of constraint. I'm sure as of now you are familiar with all the constraints. Starting from primary, unique, primary key, unique. What is the difference between primary key and unique? Have you ever think about this? Repetitive interview question. Difference between primary key and unique. What is the similarity?
There can be only one primary key. It would be like foreign key would be the unique, but it would be considered like a unique key would be like a candidate key.
Yeah.
I'm talking only related to
unique might be null, ma'am, but primary key will not be null.
So primary key should be unique and not null, whereas unique
Can be
unique will be unique, but it accepts null. That is the only difference. So unique will accept null, whereas primary will not accept null. Again, the question arises, what is the difference between unique and not null? So not null will not allow null, but can be duplicate. So each constraint is having its own rule. So primary key, it should not be repeated and it will not accept null. Unique will accept null, it should be unique, no repetition. So not null will allow duplicates, repetition, but null should not be there. Can I apply 3 constraints to a table, to a column? Possible, but unique, not null together forms primary key, and there should be one primary key in a table. Check constraint and default constraint. Foreign we will discuss now. So primary key, not null, unique. Unique means it should not repeat. Check constraint. Create table, table name, student roll number, name, age. Age should be greater than. Age int check Age should be greater than 0. You can use relational operator, logical operator in keyword.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt. Can you just show that type of SQL constraint? I need a snap.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
The last one is default. So primary, not null, unique, foreign alone, we will discuss now. Check default. Can you see? City, varchar 50, default Mumbai. If I have not specified, it will take Mumbai. All will be reflected in your insert query. So all of you, requesting you to pay attention. One important constraint, which is foreign key constraint. Listen carefully. In a table, there should be one unique and not null column, which is referred as a primary key, which is a unique representation of each record in a table. Foreign key is a field in a table, nothing new. It will be a column that refers to the primary key of another table. So one table's primary key will become a foreign key in other table. And the purpose is used to link the two tables. You remember yesterday, student and course, department and department head, employee and project, employee and department. In ER diagram, we related one entity with another entity. That is employee table with department table. This link relationship can be established with the help of foreign key. How? Let's discuss. But one table and another table linked with the help of foreign key. Table with foreign key is called as child table. Table with primary key is called as reference table or parent table. So consider the example of online purchase done by the customer. Listen carefully. If a customer purchased the product, there must be an entry of product purchased in orders table. So there should be order table. This ensures data is consistent in both the table. You need to refer customer ID in the order table. So there should be two tables. One is customer table, the other one is order table. In customer table, there should be customer details, less customer ID, customer name, customer address. So these customers will place an order. Once if they place the order will be created. Order table will be generated with the respective records. Customer can place an order. So if the customer is placing an order ID will be generated, order name will be generated. The particular order will be allocated to customer ID. So listen carefully, customer table and orders table linked with the help of foreign key relationship. So customer ID is a primary key. Primary key field of one table is gonna to act like a foreign key of other table. Primary key, and here it is foreign key. Customer ID, I have 3 customers. So only these 3 customers can place an order. Can I have 13th order with some 105 customer?
No.
No, logically it's not possible. Whomsoever customer is having in my online store, those customers alone, they can place an order. So customer ID is a primary key of customer table. That customer ID is gonna to act like a foreign key of another table. Tell me what is a primary key of order table?
Order ID.
Order ID.
Order ID.
Don't get confused. One table can have primary key and foreign key. Can I have 2 foreign key for a table?
Yes. No, ma'am.
Think and answer me.
Yes, ma'am.
Possible. 2 foreign key is also possible. So indirect meaning is whenever if you have customer only, I can have orders. Can I able to generate an order for the customer who is not exist in a customer table? No. I don't have 105 customer. So that 105 customer ID, I cannot insert an order. My machine will not accept. That is a specialty of primary key with references to foreign key. Keeping the point in mind, let us create our own example. Let's assume we are gonna to develop an application for college registration system. So assume that we are running a college and the college needs an online system to take a registration of the student. So in college, so there were some 5 departments. So in order to store all the department details, I am creating department table. Shall I? I'm not taking anything imaginary. I'm just, you relate with your college. Shall we go with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So assume like, yeah, after a school result, college wants to take a registration, admission of students. So we are going to create a system. Those system needs to get the student detail and they need to register for the respective course. For that, I need a department table. Assume like department is having department code, department is having department name, department is having department head. Assume like the department code is D001 and department name is EC. Do I want head? If you have any suggestion, you can give. What can we have in department table? Or can I have it as department block?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is B block. Underscore is acceptable. So I have CSC department who is located in A block. And I have civil department who is located in C block. And I have next department
Ma'am,
who is
D underscore
there.
I think it's just a data. Okay. So they are located in C block. So I'm running a college and college is having only 4 departments. So let's take, I want to take an admission of student. So I am creating registration table of student. So whenever student is registering, assume like one more thing, when you are enrolling with NIT, are you provided with you have provided with enrollment number? When you are registering a college, whether college will provide you a registration number or you are allocating their
College will provide.
College will
Provide you.
needs to generate a number. That is also possible in MySQL. We have the concept of auto increment. So when the students enrolled, I want to auto increment with the registration number. So student registration number, student will have name, student will have address, student mobile number needs to be collected, and let's assume department code and faculty head. Yeah, that should be faculty table. Faculty table consists of faculty code, so if you find anything which is not logically correct, or if you want to add any columns, attributes, you ready. It's just a on spot table I'm creating. So let's assume each student, they need to allocate with some faculty in charge. So faculty name, what else? Email ID, mobile number. Do I want to add anything? I think it's fine. I just wanted to make department table as primary, parent table, and these two are child table. Will it be meaningful? Yeah. So let's assume faculty, say, .com. Okay, I'm removing mobile number. It's not required. So let's assume, let me add two more faculties. So what could be the department code of faculty?
D02.
So can I have any department code other than the department of the college?
No.
No.
So the college is having only 4 departments, and the faculty table will be allocated with department only any of these 4.
Yes, ma'am.
So I cannot have other than D01 to 4. I cannot have D05, D06, D07. In such situation, so my department table, department code will be primary key. In faculty table, I need to have one attribute, one column as primary key to reference the record. Apart from that, if one table is gonna to connect with the other table, then you can have foreign key references. So department code, can I have a different column name? Here it is dipt code, here it is D code. Can I have? Possible. In faculty table, I have a column department code, which is a foreign key reference of department table D code. Only we are gonna to relate with the value. Any of the department is possible. Other than the value, if you try to provide some value, it will throw an error. It will not accept, by the way. Same thing is applicable for students. Listen carefully. In student table, there should be one field which is going to act like a primary key. So student will have unique registration number. They will be provided with their own name, address, mobile number. What would be the department code?
Foreign key.
So it is a foreign key references of department table, department code. Apart from that, each student we have allocated with certain faculty head. So this faculty head code, let's assume there is a student Harsh. So Harsh we want to allocate with certain department which he has enrolled with department code, and for Harsh, in order to have to complete all his registration process, we are allocating a faculty head code. We are allocating a faculty. One faculty has been allocated with some n number of students. Each faculty will be allocated with. So one faculty may have some 50 students. So faculty head code needs to be inserted along with student detail, and this head code should be any of the 6 codes. So faculty head code of registration table will be the foreign key references of faculty tables F code. Can I have 2 foreign key for one table?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It is
Yes,
possible.
ma'am.
It is possible. And the syntax, where the time of table creation, you have to follow with the syntax. And the syntax is, you got the logic behind this department table, faculty table, and registration table.
Yes, ma'am.
So students are gonna to insert in registration table. When they are registering, registration number should be automatically incremented, which is possible in MySQL. And they will provide their name, address, mobile number, and department code. When we are allocating, it should be any of the 4 departments. I cannot have 5th or 6th. It will violate the rule of foreign key, as well as faculty head code. Syntax to create foreign key to reference another table primary key is, listen, step 1. You will be creating a primary table. Create table, table name, customer ID, customer name, address, and you make customer ID as primary key. This is as simple what we discussed in the morning. But when you are creating a child table, create table, table name, child columns with respective primary key, other columns. Very important when it comes to customer ID, which is going to be the foreign key of the current table. So you will be creating a column for column name. You will provide a meaningful column name, data type. These words are important. It's case sensitive. They just wanted to highlight it. So guys, listen, customer ID, data type, foreign key, the word foreign key with space, followed with the keyword references. References of what? Customer table. I think it's a typo error. It should be table name. Customer only, not customer details. Parenthesis, whatever the column you want to refer in your customer table, you should use. Here also it should be customer ID. Oh my God, why so many typo error? Please report this out. Foreign customer ID in foreign key references, customer table, parenthesis, whatever the column you want to make it as foreign key references to the primary table, parent table's column name you need to specify here. This is a child table column, whereas the parenthesis you have to provide the exact spelling of primary table. Apart from that, when you are Where is on the update on cascade? Okay. I'll come to that cascade part later after completing this. So let's assume we have enrolled all the students' detail. So later, let's assume there is a first student number. We are starting from 1001, and the student name is Harsh. Harsh address, phone number, department code. He is enrolling for computer science, and the faculty allocated is 102. 1002, 1003, 1004. So this student belongs to second department, this student belongs to first department, and he belongs to fourth department. And third faculty, fourth faculty, and the first faculty. Guys, please pay attention. Any discrepancy with the data which I have inserted? If I try to insert other than 4 department, it will not at all allow me to insert. If I try to insert any faculty head code other than the 6 code, it will throw an error. This is what the use of foreign key. Along with that, we have something called as on update cascade in on delete cascade in foreign key references. So let's assume the college management decided to change the department code name. So instead of D001, they want to change it as D1, that's all. Here also I want to change it as D2. Here also I want to change it as D3, and here it is D4. When I do any updation in my primary key, in my parent table, automatically if I want to update the same in child table, you want to add one more term, these 3 keywords, which is on update cascade. Along with foreign key references, you need to add the word on update cascade. That means whatever the updation I'm doing with D code, it needs to be reflected here. You got it? Automatically, it will be changed here. Now tell me, what do you mean by on delete cascade? Any random guesses? Yes,
Delete any
Tejas.
primary key from in department table, it should delete in that foreign.
Automatically, it needs to be deleted. The management decided to remove mechanical department. So it is deleting D4 mech C block. This row is getting deleted. Automatically, all the students' record needs to be deleted. In order to activate it, you need to use the term on delete cascade. These are all optional. If required, you can use. But it is recommended to use update cascade, because whenever if you are making changes here or here, it needs to be changed everywhere, wherever you are referencing. Whatever we discussed in Excel, shall we write the same in code?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So just to have a better visibility, I'm typing in Notepad so that I can copy paste it on my MySQL workbench, because I cannot have 2 windows, MySQL workbench and Excel, so I can get. So step 1, you have to create a parent table, which is department table. So create department, please come along with me. So I should have department code, which should be care only, because I'm providing character only. Some 5 characters. What is this? No need to provide not null and unique. So primary is enough to achieve. So and then I have the name. should
Ma'am,
not be.
department spelling.
Yes. And then I have department block, character 10. It should not be null. So this is my parent table. So first child table. Child table one.
Null comma.
It's not required.
Yeah.
It's not required for last column.
Okay.
All right. So let me create my first child table. Create table, faculty. So faculty code, because I'm specifying some character here, or 5. Make it primary key. Listen, faculty name. Email ID. Email ID will have all the combinations. So go for varchar. It should not be null. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. So this is my first table which I'm creating as a department code. So department code, case insensitive only, just to have a capitalized word, I'm doing like this. Department code here 10. My department code will be foreign key of
reference
faculty table, which should be a primary key of another table. So faculty will be registered. Details will be registered only based on the department code exist in my department table. So when I do modification here also automatically the modification needs to occur. We are not talking anything about DML. We are talking about only DDL query here. The changes will be automatically reflected along with your DML. So you should use no comma, nothing. So you should use the keyword foreign space key. And what is the additional keyword? References. Space department parenthesis. You should use D code. That's all. So left hand side is whatever the column I want to create in faculty table. Whereas here you should specify the table where you are referencing it and its column name. It should be matched. This D code should matches here. And as I said, whenever if I am making any changes in my department table, the same changes needs to be reflected here. So if I change instead of D1, I am changing it as D11. So automatically wherever I have D1, everywhere it should change as D11. So that property can be enabled with the help of on update cascade. Shall I add on delete cascade? That is also possible. No comma, no any special character. You just proceed with this. Proceed with the proper keyword. These 2 lines are important. And whatever you are doing with respect to DDL, the implementation will happen with your DML. When you are inserting, when you are updating, the reflection will happen. Okay, I'm moving to the second child table. Child table 2. Create table registration table, student registration. So if you want, I am making it as student registration table. Underscore is acceptable. So registration number, don't get confused with the primary key and foreign key. Primary key story is separate. Each table should have primary key for its reference. Whereas additional column, which is gonna to act like a foreign key references of another table's primary key. If I make D name as foreign key, it will not accept. Only if you have declared that as primary key, then it will accept here. So registration number int.
Ma'am, does it allow the different number of characters in foreign key and primary key?
What characters? Yeah, it will allow not only integer, you can allow any number of characters.
Here it is 10, ma'am, and
that's
in
fine,
the
that's
above
fine.
table it is 5.
Different data types will not accept, but same data type range, it's fine. Let's see. I want to check one keyword. Yeah. It is working. Okay, listen. So this I have not introduced in the morning, but I'm introducing now. So I don't want to specify registration number. So instead of if my database needs to generate the registration number, you need to use every RDBMS package, it get differs. In MySQL, we have a term keyword auto_increment. So it will take seed and increment. So you can give 1, 1 also. If I give 1, 1, it starts from 1. But according to my case, I want to start from 1001. It should increment with 1. If I give 2, what will happen? It starts from 1001 and the second value will be 1003.
1003.
For 1001 and 1. Okay, don't forget to make it as primary key. Name, character 20, not null. I cannot have unique constraint because 2 person can have same name. Varchar of 20, not null. So mobile number, numeric. I'll check this. I'm not sure whether it accepts because all time I have a confusion with Oracle. Yeah, it is accepted. MySQL and SQL Server. Sometimes I'll confuse. So instead of you want to have only numbers of 10 digits, you can give numeric of 10 followed with not null. Coming to decode. So decode character of 10. So very important. My department code is the foreign key references of department table, department code, comma, and the last one is faculty head code. Char 10. Same thing, I'm copy pasting it. Instead of department, I should change it as faculty tables. Here it is F code. Here I'm giving as F head code. Here I'm giving it as F code. That's all. So here department tables column. Here faculty table column. I'm giving all the property on update cascade and on delete cascade property for my foreign key. So whenever I'm doing delete in faculty table, delete is not required here because if faculty resigns, something needs to be updated. On update cascade, if something we are doing with faculty code, I want to update the same in my students registration table. I'm done. I can execute it. I want everyone to analyze the last 2 lines of table. So this is syntax to link one table with another table with foreign key relationship.
Ma'am, cache code is deleted. Update cache code on deleted cache code, ma'am. It's possible.
Here you are talking about the last one.
Upper line.
If I am deleting any department code, the respective students also to be deleted. If I am making updation in my department code, it needs to be updated automatically here. If I do one update, here no 5 update will happen. If you have 5 students belongs to same department. Whatever the changes I am making in primary table, let's assume I am doing changes in D2. Instead of D2, I am giving D22. So here I made one update, but you know something? 3 update will happen because here I have 2 and here I have
all sheets are updated.
So in order to update automatically in all the places where I have this D2, we are using the term called as on update.
Yes.
Okay. I'll copy paste it. I'll try the same. What command I have used in the morning? Double hyphen only with space. So don't forget to execute primary table first. Okay. So let me execute department table, select it and use this icon to avoid the confusion with the cursor. No error, nothing. You have this refresh schema. So you can see whatever changes you are making, it will be automatically reflected. Department table is created. Now I'm executing faculty. What is any spelling mistake? I don't find any spelling mistake.
Foreign maybe.
Is there any spelling mistake with foreign?
Department code. This one foreign is machine.
Foreign is not required, man. Only reference is enough.
Because it's a reference key, na? So foreign is not required.
Ma'am, maybe the on
no,
update
don't come
cascade
to
is went on
conclusion.
next line.
Yeah, but one second. What is this? First time I'm facing this. I will not get. Or wait. This is also possible. Foreign key. Wait, I'm not sure. You give comma. I'm just giving a try. You please wait. This is also possible with both MySQL and SQL Server. You create all the columns first. At last, you can add additional functionality. I'll show you. So you give, you create for faculty code, name, department. You give comma, primary key of F code, which is possible, comma. I am gonna to make my department code as primary foreign key. I think it is right. In MySQL, it is requesting us to specify the foreign key followed with parentheses like this. Okay, listen.
Yes, it's requiring the starting for the foreign key.
Okay. I'll explain you guys. No worries. So I am with Oracle and SQL Server and MySQL. So I may misplace any basic syntax. So whenever if you are creating a table by defining a column, one way is near to that column itself, you can specify all the constraints. For example, primary key we have used. The other way is you create a table and you specify all the columns. After specifying all the columns, you give comma, followed with you can give the word primary key, parenthesis of what column. So F code, I want to make it as primary key. Likewise, in MySQL foreign key, we wanted to create it separately. It is not allowing us to create in the same line of your column definition. So after that, you give comma. This is optional. I just wanted to show you this. Followed with foreign key. What column I want to make it as foreign key? Dipt code. To where? So I want to references the parent table, the department tables, department code, followed with whatever the condition you want to add, you add it. I'll check. So let me execute all 8-9 lines. It is working. So in MySQL, it is foreign key alone. It is, or we can go in one line by additionally specifying this parenthesis. I will give a try in the next child table. And one more thing, auto increment by default, it is taking 1 and 1. Wait. By default, auto increment is taking starting from 1. But I want it to be start from 1001. I'll create auto increment later. I'll update. Wait. Foreign key default. Foreign key faculty head code. All of you listen. So I created student registration table, student underscore registration. I want my registration number to be a primary key and it wants to be auto incremented. By default, auto increment starting with 1. Later, I will use alter query and I will modify the first value. So use auto underscore increment followed with primary key. You can use it separately also. Followed with name. So name is considered as a keyword, but no problem. I'm using this as a column name. Address, mobile number. I'm having department code. I'm having faculty head code. So declare it separately and add a foreign key references in the next line by specifying this parenthesis. In MySQL, you need to use separate foreign key followed with whatever the column you want to apply the foreign key in the current table. You put as a parenthesis followed with the references keyword, followed with the primary table name, column name, followed with the condition. I'll execute it. It is working. So quickly I will insert, some few records and I'll show you constraints alone. So I'm inserting department tables, department code. So first department D001 and which is ECE department and they are located in whatever the block, B block. Second department, third department, fourth department. ADC. So as planned, I have created a department. I'm sure there is no query because it's a primary table. So no special references. Enter table. Student registration. Auto increment. 1001. I'm not sure. I'll check the same. It is working. So by default, when I give auto increment, it starts from 1. If I want to start with any of the start value, seed value, if you want to give, you can specify with alter query. So I will check the same. And don't forget to insert a faculty table. Insert into faculty values, faculty code, faculty name, mail ID and department code. Faculty table is having faculty code, faculty name, email ID and department code. I'll show you. So assume like I'm giving D00, D005. What will happen now? So let's start from faculty. So let me execute department table. So department table consists of 4 departments and faculty consists of 4 columns. I want to insert the first faculty who belongs to 5th department. Will it accept?
No, ma'am.
Please read the message. And in server side, always we will have error with error message, error code. Can you read the error message here? I cannot able to add or update a child row because of
Foreign key fields.
foreign key constraint failed because as per the department. So department tables, department code is foreign key references of faculty's department code. In such situation, if I try to insert the value which is not there in my department, I have only 4 departments. I cannot insert the faculty of 5th department. It is throwing foreign key violation. Can I insert for 4th department?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it will execute. So let me quickly insert some 3 faculties of existing department. 3rd department, 2nd department. So I have inserted 3 faculty. So out of that 2 belongs to department 4 and 1 belongs to department 3. The same rule is applicable for student. I can able to insert student record only with the existing department code and existing faculty head code. I can use only this D1 to D4 and F0, 101, 102, 103. So what will happen? The college management they have decided to modify this department number from D001 to D1. The 00 they want to cut. If I modify in department table, automatically the updation will be reflected in my child table. Shall we try the same? You got the point. Department is a primary table where I have department code as D001, 2, 3, and 4. So let me update this D004. If I update here, automatically where will it update? It will update in all the child table. Update department set department code is equal to D4. That's all, D4. Where department code is equal to D004. So whenever I have D004, automatically it needs to change in D4. I am doing an updation in department. See whatever the changes we are making, whether it is reflecting in faculty or not. Let me execute both department and faculty. Can you find any changes here? I have used only one update query and I have updated in department where it has been updated automatically.
Department code.
Yeah, can you see faculty table, department code automatically? Wherever I have D004, it has been updated as D4. One update is reflecting in 3 places. If you have student table who belongs to this D4 department, if there were some 50 students, all the 50 students department code will be updated.
Yes.
I will insert one record of student and then I'm leaving to you, you give a try. I just wanted to know what are all the columns of student table. I'm sorry, it is student registration. So insert into student registration table. I don't want to insert registration number. I want to insert only name. I want to insert only address. I want to insert mobile number, department code, and faculty head code. Values. To insert first student. So department code D003 to D4. Faculty 102. I'll insert 2 students. Harshan Subha. I'll execute these to insert query. No error, both the query gets triggered. So what will happen if I execute select star from student detail? I have not specified roll number. Even though if I not specified roll number, my machine automatically takes from 1001. Followed with the second student, it has been taken as 1002. If you execute any number of insert, automatically the registration number gets updated. It is possible with the help of auto increment. By default, auto increment will start from 1. If you don't specify, it will start from 1, 2, 3. But I said I want from 1001, so I made alter query. So when you are inserting, again I'm repeating, department code should be any of the 4 department and faculty should be any of the 3 faculties code. If you have not specified anything which is not exist, it will not allow. And if you try to do any updation with the code, automatically it gets reflected. So I have one student belongs to D4. If you delete this department, automatically, wherever you made on delete cascade, everywhere it gets deleted. So if you delete D4 mech C block, automatically D4 faculty and D4 student will be deleted. Here it's logically, we need to think, but in real world, in so many scenarios, those orders, customer, flights, ticket booking, this cascade will make much sense. So please practice. Please practice with this foreign key references. 1 minute, let me roll out. We are in course 6, sprint 2. I think we have only one sprint for the day. I'll roll out that so that you can do it. So sprint 2, create DBO to manage data in RDBMS, car sales data. Car manufacturing company needs to design database to capture its sales data. To get their commission, sales agent needs to meet their target. Customer rating also important. So we want to track the number of orders based on the sales managed by their agent. We will do this one by one. But whatever the task has been assigned to you, do that. Step number 1. You need to create a salesperson table, customer table, and orders table. You need to create 3 tables. Don't create just like that. Please follow the table structure and you create. So identify a proper column name and its data type. Ensure that all the 3 tables should have one primary key. So please look into salesperson table. This is step 1. You want to create salesperson table with 4 columns and sales ID should be the primary key. And you can have first person, city, commission rate. Commission will accept null. So don't give not null to your commission rate. Sales ID is a primary key. Column with name of the salesperson cannot be null. So the salesperson, city, don't make it as, don't allow null. And you insert some 9 records, not 9 records, some 8 records based on the table they have provided. First step, salesperson table. Second step, you need to create customer table. Anything you can find out on customer table? You can see customer ID, which is primary key. Name, last name, city, rating. Can you find anything with sales ID?
Foreign key.
Very good. Salesperson, sales ID will be the foreign key of customer table. Let's assume you are going to a car showroom. Have you ever visited? So every one of us will be allocated with the salesperson. Have you experienced this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So only if you have salesperson table, then there is a meaningful in inserting customer table. And customer table sales ID will be the foreign key references of salesperson sales ID. And the third table is order ID. So let's assume we are getting into a car showroom. One salesperson will be allocated to us and he will give all the specification, everything. We will go twice, thrice, same person will attend till the test drive, till the booking. Once if you want to book, order a car, then they will be generating order details. So order table, when the customer wants to place an order, they will be inserting order in an order table. Order table should consist of order ID, which will be the primary key, amount, order date. Very important. Order is for what? The respective customer.
Right.
So customer table's customer ID will be foreign key of orders table customer ID. So sales person table, sales ID will be the foreign key in customer table. Customer ID of customer table will be the foreign key in orders table. That's all. And you practice with the other task. You insert all the record. After that, you want to delete 3011 order. In order table, order ID 3011 will be deleted. So wherever you have linked with 3011, everything will be deleted. Followed with delete all the salesperson whose commission rate is 0. Update, if the amount is less than 100, you need to upgrade it to 20% more. 13th one alone skip. I'll be teaching you in the evening. Index part I didn't cover. 13th alone you keep it as a pass. We will have it later. Apart from that, we have 15 tasks. You need to complete all 14. Alter, whomsoever having 26, alter it to 28. Update a query. Update the customer rating. Whomsoever having 100, set it as 150. So there is no boilerplate code. You will be creating a repository. You will be doing everything as in your query tab. You will create a new query tab. You will start from creating database. Use till all the table creation query, alter query, update query, delete query, and you need to update this SQL file. Don't forget to save this SQL script, and you need to upload this SQL script file. Index part alone we will discuss after some time. Other than that, you complete remaining 14 tasks. Any query?
Please send last one program in Slack.
I'm doing it right now.
It's Excel sheet.
Yeah, doing it.